All right, so this is Pine Hills Road. There's some construction going up this road. It's a 2-lane road, and coming up, which we're about to get to, both lanes are about to shift at a 45-degree angle to the right, where the driver on the right-hand lane is supposed to shift over, and as well as the left lane. So what happened during my accident was the driver on the right-hand lane did not shift over to the right, causing her car to hit the right side of my vehicle, which my vehicle never left my lane. Now, as I come up here, you'll see that a lot of the drivers are making the same mistake. They're continuing to go straight instead of shifting to the right. Here's where the road shifts to the right at a somewhat of an angle. All these cars in the right-hand lane are going straight instead of shifting over to the right. Now those buses shifted over to the right. This car just kept going straight. That car shifted over, but kind of late. Now I'm gonna turn the camera and you will see, so there's a somewhat of a far lane where the construction is. Right here, there's a lane that ends, and that's where the construction ends, and both lanes shift to the right. Now, as I go up here, I'm gonna turn the camera back around so you can get a better view of all the cars that are switching lanes, that are switching into the left-hand lane when they're not supposed to. Now, you'll have a better angle over here, a better viewpoint. Now all the cars coming from your left are in that right-hand lane. See this car? He was supposed to shift over to the right. Instead, he went straight. He finally did shift over at the last minute. But that's exactly what happened in my car accident. He did not shift over, or she did not shift over and hit me. This truck shifted over, good job. Because the construction ends right over here. That's where the construction ends. The left lane has to shift over as well. Both lanes has to shift over. Now, as I was standing, when me and the girl, after we got into the accident, we went a little bit further up the road. Like this truck just shifted over to the right, like he's supposed to. Look at all the vehicles. Look at all the vehicles on this lane here. They're all shifting over. They're coming up, shifting over, and going straight. The bus did a good job. All those vehicles did a good job. This truck, you see the truck he switched over to the left lane. He was not supposed to do that. He was supposed to come up, come down here, and go straight. This bus shifted over. Good job, bus. Good job, vehicle. This vehicle switched over a little bit late. But you see, as the point is, there are no signs up and down this construction area saying that there's a shift coming up here. And all of these vehicles in this lane, in this closer lane, are making, you see, he shifted late. That would have been an accident if there was somebody on the left-hand side of him. So all the vehicles coming up this lane are supposed to shift. That bus actually did not shift. This truck shifted, good job. But I was in the far left lane, and I was going, and one of the vehicles, the girl who hit me, she made the same mistake, did not shift, and she cut right into me. Like right over here is where you can see the left lane is supposed to shift over. Like this white car shifted over and kept going straight. That truck just shifted into his lane. Thank goodness the white car wasn't on the left side of him at the time. See, this red vehicle did not switch shift. This white vehicle did not shift. All of these vehicles are making the same mistake that the girl that hit me did. Now, me being in the left-hand lane, I should not have been hit by any of these vehicles over here. I hope I'm not confusing you, but The purpose of the video is to show that there was no lane merger. There's two lanes that went up, shifted to the right, and kept going straight. But all the cars in this right-hand lane over here, instead of shifting over, they kept going straight and cross over to the left-hand lane. All right, so this is a secondary video of the first video I sent, and I want to show the fact that there are no signs telling any of the cars on the right-hand lane that there's about to be a shift over to the right. This bus just shifted over into the left-hand lane instead of just crossed over into the left-hand lane when it was supposed to shift right here. Here's where the construction ends. All the vehicles in the far right-hand lane going this way are supposed to shift to the right due to the fact that the road curves over to the right here. Instead, what they're doing is they're going straight across into the left-hand lane, causing accidents right here. And as we were waiting for the police to show up, I witnessed close to 4 to 5 possible accidents due to the same problem. Now, me, as I was driving up here side by side with the vehicle that hit me, I was in the far left lane. And instead of her swerving down here and continuing, she held straight and did not swerve with the road and cut across the left-hand lane and hit my vehicle. I never left my lane. As you can see, somebody knocked down one of the barriers on that side due to the same problem. That was not me, but I can imagine somebody did the same thing due to one of these vehicles in the right-hand lane swerving into the left-hand lane, pushing the cars off that side. Now, as I was coming up here, I didn't notice this vehicle that was on the right side of me come over into my lane until it was too late. Now, I'm gonna continue to walk up this way, and I can show you all these vehicles on the right-hand lane are crossing over into that far left lane because they think that this road is straight, and they don't see that the construction ends and they're supposed to swerve over to the right side here. Now, you'll be able to see all the vehicles on this from the right-hand lane from my point of view as you're driving. Instead of shifting over to the right, they merge into the left lane, causing accidents, which is what happened in my case. So this red car is in the right lane and he just shifted to the left. He did not shift to the right. Same thing with that gray car. He was in the right lane and shifted over. Another gray car, instead of going to the right, he went straight. The blue car shifted over to the left-hand lane. This bus actually did the right thing and went to the right. The bus behind him did not and went into the left-hand lane. That car. So you're starting to see the problem here of all the vehicles in the right-hand lane are not shifting to the right. They're going straight right into the left-hand lane because the left-hand lane shifts as well. And if they don't shift, they're going to run into these barriers. So right here is where the construction ends. All the cars, see that car actually, he shifted over to the right a little bit late. That car that you just saw in the left lane, it was actually in the right lane and he moved over. See, that blue car did the right thing. Here's another truck, he's in the right-hand lane and he shifted into the left. You saw that? And at the last minute, he went to the right. He was way in the left lane and then finally went to the right lane after the fact. He would have already been in an accident. That bus just did the same thing. This is the problem, and this is why the girl hit me when I was driving on that far left-hand lane.